So what are my choices to put in here while I rebuild this or do whatever? I have a couple of small blocks in there. One's in my truck. I have big block parts that need to be they're kind of a little bit rusty now for being in there. I have a whole new video that I haven't put up about that. I have small block parts. I have a dual floor intake with a brand new intake and carbs and everything. I got it, I don't know, several months ago. Just as a project to do. And I have aluminum heads, it's different stuff. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, so let's go out and take a look what I have. So here's choice one. It's a 350, could be a 355, it might have been rebuilt. I bought it with carburetor, intake, the alternator, I mean, everything, starter, headers. I paid an okay amount for it, but it just came with everything I needed to drop in something. I was gonna put it in a Nova that I had, this one right here. Or I was gonna put it in the yellow truck over there. So I cleaned it up, I painted it, and I put a chrome timing chain cover on it, which probably was a mistake because chrome things, they just like to leak. Anyway, cleaned everything up, put the intake on it, put new gaskets on it, new oil filter. He said it ran great, and he thought it might have had a small RV cam or something in it. You know, who knows? It could be stock, it could have a decent cam in it. I don't really know. I don't remember what casting these heads are, but you know, they're just stock GM cast. The ones on the Nova are 882, and I think they call them cracker heads because they like to crack, and they just don't flow very well. Let me see if I can find the numbers on this. I think they're right here. Give me a minute. There we go. That's upside down, so let's look that up and see what that is. All right, let's take a look. 397-0010 doesn't mean it's a 4-bolt. It could be 2 or 4. A lot of people think it means 4-bolt and blah blah blah, higher nickel, but it doesn't mean any of that. So it's most likely just a 350. So this will better tell you what it is, what it came out of. Those are really hard to see, but and it probably hasn't been rebuilt because when they rebuild them, an engine, usually they deck the block and it wipes these right off. So if anything's been done to it, maybe a different cam. The guy said he thought it had a RV cam, so who knows. So running the numbers, it's a 307 head. It's a 350 with 307 heads. That engine over there in the truck, it's a 350 with 305 heads on it. The reason why they did that is 305 has better compression, and you know, they don't flow as good. But anyway, 350 with 307 heads on it. Well, it's 307/350. Might be slash, I think, maybe because of size of the valves, but whatever. These things, they're, you know, not very good head. But you know what? I might just stick it in the car. Just, you know what? Just so it runs, the car runs, drive it around, and rebuild something else. But here's some other options. Here's an option right here. A big block, 454 block. It's been all machined. I don't know if it's 30 over or what. I don't even remember where I got it. I'm not the one that had it machined that I can remember. But it's been all done, but I think it's a little bit rusty on the bottom side from condensation in here. That's a 350 block. I got that, and I got a stroker crank to go with it. 383, I think, or 400 block crank. I don't remember. I got scat rods to go with it, 6-inch, I believe, and I got some pistons with it, but they won't. The pistons I got with it are trick flow, and they only work with a certain trick flow head. That, another big block, and that's a big block, and those should be big block cranks, but look out, Doug. Anyway, they've all got rust on the back side from being in here, like you can see right there, just from moisture being in here. When it got really, really cold, there was moisture just dripping off this thing. It really sucks. This one here is a 396 block. You can tell because of that. It's standard. I don't remember if I have a crank for it. Doesn't matter, but the block's in good shape. Well, I mean, it needs to be, bored and everything. Who knows how many miles are on it, but since it's standard, it could be bored out, 10, 20, 30 over. Just got to find some pistons for it. But, it's in good shape. I could put a 396 in it. Back, you can get a 396, and I'm pretty sure you can put a 454 crank in it. This right here, that's a 350 block. I got it a long time ago, probably 20 years ago. It was all machined and everything. I've been taking it with me everywhere I go when I move, and moisture got to it. But it could be a hot tank, beaded, blasted, blah blah blah. Start over, machine it again. But that's a lot of money to put into that thing. When I got this one right here in the bag, and I cleaned that up a little bit more. It was ready to go when I got it. I'm not sure if any moisture got to it. Haven't looked in a little bit. And I got cranks in here too. I got some heads. These are just no-name heads, probably China heads. Don't know. They got decent sized valves. I was going to measure them a long time ago. I just never did. I got these, and I got 2 other boxes of Edelbrock aluminum heads I could put on it, put on the small block. And I got big block heads. These are Dart Pro 1s. I've had these for a long time. Need a little bit of reconditioning. I got this big block head. It's just a single. I don't have the match to it. I've looked around. Can't find one. I think they're Dart 165s. I don't remember what else they are. But they're a good head. But they discontinued them a long time ago. I don't have the match for this one. So my other engine is in this. It's a 350 with 3 to 5 heads on it. And it's a good running engine. I saw a video of it running in an oven, just like one of these here. And I got it with all the accessories and everything, intake, etc. I was going to either put it in this or a different oven that I had, but it just didn't happen, so it sat around for some time. And then I went down to Long Beach, my wife and I came back, and the truck was gone, and it was over at my wife's son's house, and they were going to put the engine in it. It didn't happen right away, but I don't know, like 8 months, a year later, whatever it was. He was going to end up moving, blah, blah, blah. So they set the engine in there. So it's not completely all bolted up, kind of sitting in there, bolted up a little bit. No hoses, attached to it, just a transmission attached to it. And that's about it. But what I'm worried about, it has headers on it. I believe the header gaskets are on it. But, sitting out in the moisture for a long time, moisture can get up in the headers and get up in the valve. So I'm kind of worried about that, because it was sitting outside for a long time. So other than that, it should be a good running engine. So that's one of my options, pulling that out of there and putting one of the aluminum heads on there and just running it and in the car in Tangerine, and that's that. I don't know. And it has a 4-bolt main in it too. So I'll let you guys know what I'm going to do.